dear leaders, I feel I have created a spark in your minds and kindled your imaginations too. I'm 100% sure that whenever you see a mirror, the story of the mirror will go through your mind. I'm sure even I'll be there in your imaginations. Right? Okay. So far, we understood that the people in the early times did not have an idea about mirror, though they were holding it in their hands. Now, I am moving to the next lesson, which will give you a totally different idea about mirror. So, we will discuss the magic mirror. Anything special in the heading? Magic. What's the meaning of magic? We saw so many magic in the TV programs. Let's see a different magic in the lesson. Okay, children? The magic mirror. The magic mirror. Now is it raining outside, children? Just have a look. That is the situation we are going to listen in the lesson. So when I am reading, go through the lines carefully. Okay, children? Good. I'll read the first paragraph. Just listen. On a rainy afternoon, having nothing to do, Ammu and her brother Aaron were bored. So they sat looking out at the rain. To pass time, they decided to explore the attic of their home. The attic was dark and dusty. They came across a mirror which was surprisingly clean and shiny. While they looked at their reflection in it, the old grandfather clock in the attic struck 5. So, children, I think you all are happy looking at the rain. Here, Ammu and her brother Aaron were bored. Bored meaning without any activity, feeling lazy, can't pass their time. Okay? So, they were looking out at the rain. They both decided to pass their time to explore the attic. What is the meaning for explore? To know more about it. Then attic. Have you seen an attic before? Have you heard the word Tattinpuram Machu? Yes. In old houses, you might have seen an attic where old things were stored. So now can you guess that place, isn't it? I think you can guess the place. Yes. The attic where we can store old things. They found that the attic was dark and dusty. Dusty meaning full of dust. Children, can you imagine the sight of an attic? So, yes, it will be dark and dusty. But they found a mirror which was very clean and shiny. They were surprised because the attic was full of dust, but the mirror was clean. Children, while you look at the mirror, what can you see? Yes, you can see your own reflection, your own image. In the same way, Arun and Ammu also looked at it. At that moment, the old grandfather clock in the attic struck 5. Okay, children? Can you understand the situation? It was a rainy afternoon and the children Arun and Ammu, they are ready to explore their attic. When they went there, they feel that the attic was dark and dusty. But they went inside and found so many old things there. In that, a mirror which was very clean and shiny. When they are ready to take the mirror, the old grandfather clock struck 5. Any speciality in that mirror, children? Wait, let's continue the story. Now, next paragraph. That's weird. Arun said, I thought the clock was junk. They felt the mirror was calling them. Arun stretched his hand towards the mirror. His hand went right through the mirror as if it were water. He withdrew his hand hastily. They looked at each other in amazement. Shall we step into the mirror? Arun asked. Ammu nodded. 1, 2, 3. They stepped into the mirror. Wow, such a thrilling experience. Yes, children? So, on seeing the clock striking, Arun felt weird. Weird meaning? Strange, that is unusual, something different. Because he thought that the clock was junk. The meaning, old articles of little value. Do you know what is junk food? It is of no nutritious value. So we teachers always used to say, don't eat junk foods because it's having no value for your body. You should take good nutritious food, not a junk food. Okay, children? Here also the meaning is no value, otherwise very less value. Okay? So, what they felt? Yes, the mirror was calling them towards it. The mirror was calling these two children towards it. Arun stretched. This to pull something, that's the meaning. Arun stretched his hands. It is some more wider. Valichu neetuga. That's the meaning for stretch. His hands towards the mirror as if to grab it. Children, do you know what happened? Oh, his hands went right through the mirror. Okay, children, his hands went right through the mirror, which means his hand went straight into the mirror, as if our hands can go inside plain water. Water is there, we are just putting our hands inside that, it will go straight like that. Arun's hand went into the mirror. Okay, children? Arun's കൈ ഉള്ളിലോട്ട് പോയി കണ്ണാടിയുടെ ഉള്ളിലോട്ട് പോയി. Okay, children? Immediately what we'll do? Suddenly, that is hastily. Hastily meaning suddenly, in a hurry, Arun withdrew his hands. They looked at each other in amazement. Amazement meaning surprised with happiness. They feel some more thrilled, happy. So, with that surprised mood, Arun asked Ammu whether both of them can step into the mirror. Okay, children? That is, go inside the mirror. Arun is asking to Ammu, shall we go inside? That's the meaning for the looking. They both looked at each other. No? That's the meaning. Shall we get inside? Ammu counted 1, 2, tree. They stepped into it, inside the mirror. It's a thrilling experience to hear, isn't it? Suddenly, they found themselves in a forest. It was quite dark. The leaves of the trees overhead blocked the sunlight. It's just like in books where something magical happens, said Arun. It's so exciting. What happened then, children? They both found themselves standing in a forest. Yes? What about the forest? It was dark. Why? Because it was a dense forest. Dense meaning thick forest. With many trees, and even the sunlight was blocked by the leaves of the trees. So, children, can you imagine the situation? Very dense forest without sunlight overhead. What's the meaning of overhead? At the top of our head. Okay, children? So now they felt that they were experiencing a magic just like they have read in books or tales. Arun was so excited, just very happy. So now, what happened? You can wait for the suspense. What is the magic here? To know the answer, you have to wait for my next class. Have a magical week, children. Bye-bye.